Hey there, YouTube friends, Masked Bandit here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me again today. Always appreciate it. We are back in Snow Valley for another episode. And just like last time, we'll have a time-lapse portion here where you'll see me make one of the structures that'll be in the village. And then we will cut to a real-time portion where you will see some of the awesome content from the members of BroNation, and it is flying in at last count. Oh boy, I think we have more than 50 things people have decided to do. Granted, they're not all in yet. We have well over 20 things in the file already. It's incredible. It's going to be so much fun. So, luckily for me, I've been able to record a whole bunch of these time lapses before I started building the actual town. So I can go ahead and build the town and have several weeks to do that and still have enough videos left over so that I don't have to, I can let these people finish building their stuff while I build the actual map, because this map isn't going to cut it now with the amount of awesome stuff we have coming. So what I'm working on today is a tribute to my bro, to my buddy, to the guy who's kind of the catalyst behind everything that is BroNation and my channel and his channel. I'm making something for Mike. I have not actually made a dedication to him. I'm not sure if this will be his official dedication, but I thought I would name this after him. And if you know anything about my bro Mike Sheets, you know that he is really into planting and gardening and all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of his passion in life. And so we're gonna make a little Christmas greenhouse for him. Did a quick search on Google, found something that looked really neat and seemed completely doable, and so that's what we're doing here. Struggling with these with this bay window. I love the new Victorian bay windows. They're a little large. You'll see I sink them quite deep. They're pretty grand. Again, with the scale, I ran into a lot of things just being too big for what I wanted. Like the pattern on this rail, on this trim underneath the roof is perfect. It's absolutely perfect, except it's not the right size. It's just too big. So I end up custom making some trim. It's a little bit simpler, but I like the way it ends up. So I also really enjoyed the color palette of this building. I thought the colors turned out quite well. So yeah, but you'll see me in a little bit do some more fidgeting. There's so much little fidgeting with these buildings. It's amazing that this is going to be about 11.5-minute time lapse, and we're going to get one building done. And you figure I speeded up 8 times, so you could tell how long that is. Each of these buildings takes well over an hour, some almost 2. Some take even longer. Can't talk today. Some take even longer than that, depending on how small I need to get or how non-standard I need to be with the building. Some come together really quick, like you saw in the last episode, that bank. Some take a little bit longer. This one's pretty average, pretty straightforward. After farting around for a long time with the pieces, I realized that there was really no way I was going to be able to get any of the roof pieces to fit, which is really unfortunate. Like, that's a Planet Coaster piece, those roofs. Those bay windows, and there's really nothing to fit them all that well, so I had to custom make something, which was kind of a drag. I didn't really want to. When I can avoid it, I try to. It's just, unfortunately, when working in this scale, and I know I've mentioned this a bunch, it's very hard to avoid. So unfortunately, we have to make a custom spire. At least we only have to make half of a custom spire. Got that going for me. And I try to make it as simple as I can. I try to make it so that it's not gonna take up a gajillion pieces, because, I mean, I don't want all these buildings to be well over 1,000 pieces. It would be just nuts, and it just takes so long. So, but anyway, working on this little structure here, it's pretty straightforward, and luckily it does come together relatively quickly, relatively easily. When you're just doing this standard spire technique, it's pretty easy to do. So yeah, you can see we're almost done with it already. That wasn't so bad. And it works, and we plop it on, and ta-da, custom spire. And that's that. And the rest of this building's pretty straightforward. Again, the whole needing to mirror and needing to block things out, and I did end up having to black this out. Although if I was smart, I would have used some glowing, some glow panels, some of the lit panels, color panels. That would have been perfect for this. I might go back in future builds, you're going to see me making, using those lit panels for the doors to make it look like they're glowing. Because a lot of the members of BroNation have been doing that, and it's just such a great effect. So I think you saw it in a couple of the buildings in the last episode, the buildings by Mike and some other people. Today we're going to have 4 buildings to look at. There are so many now. Actually, 5 things to look at. There are so many things that I want to show off to all you guys that we're going to have to do a bunch every episode between now and when the project comes out, because I do want to give each entry its share in the spotlight before you see it in its final product state. So, and after considering it, I want to know your opinions. I've been fiddling with some coasters off camera, and some of them are really the bobsled coaster is huge. Like, just the trough is so big, especially given the style we're working in here, the scale. So I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think I might, or if I want to go with the wooden mouse coaster that came with Vintage. What are your thoughts and opinions and feelings in the comments below? Tell me what you think would work best for us in this project. I'll take all opinions and all suggestions into account as I make my decision. And what I'm thinking of doing, and here's my plan, and hopefully you'll appreciate it, is I want to almost build this on a mountain. Like, I want it to almost look like a mountain. This might be the most fantastical. I don't know, if that's a word, but this might be like the most fantastic project I've done as far as realism goes. Since these buildings are so perfectly built to look like models, I think we're going to go more in that route. We're going to kind of go fantasy with it, but in scale fantasy, which I'm kind of excited about. So what I think I want to do is I want to have tiers. I want to have like a tiered mountainside or something. And what I want to do is like have the church at the top, and maybe like in the next tier have a station for the coaster and some other of the buildings, and then have like a plaza, the tier below that, where you'll see like the main, because the magician built a town hall that's just incredible, and so I'd like to have that be kind of a central focus. The church will be a central focus because that's kind of standard Christmas Village. Then our town hall will be a central focus, and I'd like to have like the coaster kind of running down the side of the mountain. Maybe I will make it so that you only see the down portion, and then behind it we can go ahead and do the lift. That might be a good thing to do. So I'm thinking like that, and then we'll have like offshoots of these tiers. I want all the buildings facing forward because they all look the best when they're all facing the same direction, or close to the same direction. Some on the angle, some on like 45-degree angles, but I don't want them to make like street scenes. I want you to look at it from the front and see everything. That's kind of where I'm headed with this, which might be a little different than what you were anticipating. And to be frank, it was different than what I was anticipating. And I didn't know how many entries I would get. I wasn't sure if we would get like 3 or 4 buildings. It turns out we're getting a lot more than that. And I want to show all of them off in the best possible light. So it's going to be a fun project. It's going to be a fun puzzle to put together. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're creating all of our puzzle pieces, and then I'm going to go in and stitch it all together. And Mike, if he ends up having the opportunity to, if he can find the schedule, because he's currently in a new job and is working on getting his schedule together. If he can find some time and some interest, he said he might be interested in helping me piece it together. So if that's something we can do, maybe we'll do that somehow and make a video of that. No promises on that one. I don't know if that's even a possibility. Just something that entered my head that I thought would be pretty fun. So we are clearly here working on a greenhouse, and pretty standard, pretty straightforward. The nice thing about this building is the greenhouse was fairly simple. That was the least worrying portion of the build. Just had to make sure that the details were consistent around it and make sure it didn't look too poopy from any one angle. I wanted to, in the reference, they have some, what do they have? They have some poinsettias in the greenhouse. I just put random flowers in the greenhouse. I thought it looked just as good. Did want to decorate a little bit. They had some little Christmas bushes, and actually one of the members of BroNation right now, Uakins, has done something really cool. He's used the in-game like garland straight pieces, and he's made little trees out of those. So I will have to figure out how to do that, and I will incorporate some of that technique because it's really cool. Using the old coconut as mulch technique here for our greenhouse. You could throw some plants in. I thought it turned out really cute. I think it's just perfect. It's exactly what I was looking for. It's a nice little tribute, nice bit of pop of color, nice pop of color in an otherwise pretty bleak winter scene. The only problem we have here are the overlapping glass, and there's nothing we can do about it. I covered it with a wreath. I thought that worked out well. Covering it with a wreath seemed to do just fine. So, some cute little Christmas decor, some more details. We're going to use those pine cone bubbles as trees, as ceramic trees. Again, Mike did that in his as well. I think I actually did it first and he saw it and copied me. So, anyway, that's just about going to do it for this building. I'll let the music finish up and I will catch all you guys in the real time where we'll go over some of the awesome entries to the project. So, see you there. All right, well, here we are in our real-time little BroNation street, and we have 5 different things to look at today, and I'd like to go ahead and start them right away. So we have here, this is, and I will put in the description, in the video here, you'll see coming up the creator and the official name of each submission. So here we have Because Race Cars, Tune-Ups, and Repairs. Look at, love it. If you're not first, you're last, from Talladega Nights. One of my favorite movies, actually. Love that movie. We have a nice little garage here. I really like how this is kind of a different style than what we've seen so far. And but the cool thing is there's a couple people doing something similar to this style. So we can have a nice little area where it'll all make sense. Look at our happy little snowman here. Some nice details. Your #1 source for Go Fast parts. What do we got up here? One Victory Lane. I like that. We've got a little interior in there. Not too much, but we got our little office area. Look, I got some papers there. Pretty good. The TV going for you. Let's take a look at the back. Let's just see what the back looks like. So we've got just some tires and some... Oh, look at the palm tree. Because Race Car is working on a park, Penn Island, and that's the logo for Penn Island. So, hey, how about that there? Moving over, we have the Hotel Fox Hunt. And this is another. The thing about this is actually, when you look at like a lot of village pieces, you don't really know what they are until you look at the actual little sign on the building. So, but what I really like is, first of all, the scale of this is done quite well. Very nice. Love the details up there on the top. And the star on top, just, so cute. But what I really enjoy are we have our little Bellhop here. Our Bellhop snowman and our luggage, letting you know exactly what's going on. So we're going to sneak back and take a look. And we've even got a nice decorated back, and the trim goes all the way around. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We'll have to check it out at night once we look over all of these. Hotel Fox Hunt, beautiful. And now this is by CTR SIND. This is by Ryan, and it is a auction house. And again, down in the video here, I have the official name because I don't have it off the top of my head. But look at this. This is beautiful. Just fantastic structures here. So I love it, love it, love it. Ooh, I wonder if you look here. This is probably my fault. I'm guessing this is me. If you look here, we're missing a brick. I wonder if it's because this building is more than one actual structure. So maybe I was a little sloppy in bringing it over. But look at the details on this. And this is one of the first ones that I saw that used this windows. And you'll see how they glow. I mean, you've seen that before, but Ryan was one of the first ones that sent them in. Look at this sign. Blythe & Sons. Oh, so that's what it is. It's Blythe & Sons Auction House and Estate Sale. Fine fixtures and furnishings. So pretty. So, and even the back here, we've got some nice details. Ugh, it's just gorgeous. Let me see if I can get out of the way here of the tree. Love the chimney up the side here. It's done so well. I mean, not to expect anything less from Ryan. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And here, this is actually trending on the workshop right now. It's like the number 3 or 4 item on the workshop. It is Emax Magnus's, pretty sure that's who this is, Emax Magnus and his Emporium. And just get a load of this, huh? God, the custom roof here. Like, I think this looks almost as good as an in-game roof. Like, it's really hard to tell the difference. I love how some of the shingles are sticking out and the color. Look at the detail, all the point work here on the wood, just the timber. Look at this custom font. I mean, good God. Little happy snowman. And yes, it does sell fresh fudge. There will be lots of inside jokes like that. If you don't know about the fudge joke, you need to watch yourself some Bro Coaster. Watch yourself some Planet Bro Coaster. It's all about the Kinderly episodes to find out about the fudge. So, along the side here's the Broporium. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Even the back is gorgeous. Oh, look at the firewood back here. So nice. So good. Goodness. The beautiful details. And I don't think I think this is all non-gridded pieces. Most of this is non-gridded pieces for sure. I mean, I think this is that spooky trim work here for the brick. That's really impressive. That is ridiculously impressive. Good, excellent job, Emacs. Goodness. Love, love, love. I love how he's able to use all the different windows and still make them look like they all belong to the same structure. That's something I struggle with in a lot of my builds, so good for him. Wow. And also by Emacs is this cute little wishing well that he made. He made a little well. And what are we wishing for? We're wishing for Nagali episode 2. Another running joke on BroNation, but look at a cute little well, like, whoop, as I dance on top of it. Ugh. So look at that. Oh, use of clever snowman pipe for the handle. Very well done. So this is our little scene for today with our 5. Zoom out a little bit. Here's our 5 submissions for today. Our 5 parts of our village that you will see in a future episode in the final product. Let's quickly look at them at night. Let's take a view of them in the evening, and we'll see everything lit up real nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, all these are so nice. We didn't even look at the garage. Look, we got an oil spill in the garage. It's a Knight Rider car. Good use of the Knight Rider car. Oh, lovely. See, and here's those awesome windows that light up. Like when you use that technique, it looks like the windows are lit up from behind. So good. But here, Emacs hasn't done that, and it's still just a fantastic building. So, yeah, some of them will have it, some of them won't, and I'm totally okay with that. Even our well has some nice lighting to it. So I'm going to leave this. This is a beautiful image. Ugh. Thank you so much to all the members of BroNation that have decided to help out with this project. You are making it so incredible. There. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Hopefully you are as impressed by this as I am. I just think it's so lovely, and I am so humbled and honored by all the BroNation members that are helping. And if you're watching this and you aren't on BroNation and you want to make, all you got to do is join us on Discord, because there's some information you need to know before you go designing your shop. And join us, and you can build one too. We still got a few weeks before everything is going to be due. I think we have about 2 weeks before everything is due. So you could totally make one of these in 2 weeks. So with that being said, that's going to about do it for us in this episode. I hope you've enjoyed. I know I have. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. So take care. Have yourself a great day, great night, great whatever, and I will see all of you for the next episode of Snow Valley. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.